video tonight before I go to bed, and I wanted to cover the subject of depression. And this is targeted to my African American community. We tend to suffer from depression more than you know, and for some reason, it's not taken seriously. If an individual tells us that they are depressed, or if we sense that they are depressed, we tend to tell them, "Oh, you'll be fine. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Get out the bed. Or come on over here and come do what I need you to do." We don't take into consideration that that person is really struggling or could possibly really be struggling from depression. Now, there are two types of depression, and depression is a mental illness. And there is a difference between being depressed and suffering from chronic depression. Now, if you're depressed, that tends to last for maybe a day or two, possibly a week, but we tend to pull ourselves out of that and carry on and pick up wherever we left off and get the ball rolling again. Now, if you suffer from chronic depression, it doesn't go away, or at least it feels like it doesn't ever go away. And when that happens, you tend to lose interest in certain things, whether it be your loved ones, whether it be your kids, whether it be certain foods that you just enjoy eating, you don't want them, or certain games that you like to play, or certain activities you don't want to participate anymore because they don't interest you. You also might get the feeling of worthlessness, like, I'll never be, or I'm not doing as good as that person's doing, or I should be doing more. Or you might even feel guilt over something old. Sometimes people feel suicidal, and that's the reason for this topic today. I've lost 3 friends to depression. It was overlooked. It was taken as a joke. We didn't know the seriousness in it. Me personally, I suffer from depression, believe it or not. So I'm very aware of the seriousness with depression, but others aren't. And especially in the Black community, I don't know if it's that we're too into ourselves, or we just don't see the seriousness in depression. But depression can hurt, like really hurt. Depression can really mess with your mental. And depression has, how should I put this? I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I wanted to talk about depression because we can save so many lives. So many people can be prevented from causing harm on themselves. Suicide attempts. All we have to do is reach out and tell a certain individual that we love them, that we're here, that we're able to listen. If you feel like someone is suffering from depression, but you're not sure, it's okay to ask. Let them know you're here. Let them know you care. Because most of the time, people that suffer from depression, that's all they look for is love and affection. And they want to be assured that things will be okay. And if you can, just reach out. Reach out. Do it genuinely. Do it privately. Pick a good environment to do it. And let's stop overlooking this, because it's very serious. I personally suffer from depression, and I have a long time. Scientists haven't been able to diagnose what causes depression, but me personally, I believe that it's the environment. I also believe that it can be passed down genetically. In my younger years in life, I came from a real hectic environment. And I think that that affected me mentally in a lot of ways. And I went through all the guilty feelings, all the suicide attempts, all of the feeling worthless and isolating myself. And I was just basically looking for reassurance, whether it be from a grandmother, from a loved one, from a friend, from a boyfriend, from anyone. I was looking for reassurance. And when I got it, I did feel better. I'm not saying that that was the cure, but it helped. So if we can just reach out to certain individuals that we think might be suffering from depression, just to give a friendly hello, a friendly I love you, I'm here for you. Let's do it. Don't laugh. It's not funny. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's serious. A lot of African American men are blowing their brains out, literally blowing their brains out. A lot of African American women are overdosing on opiates, on pills. A lot of children are being neglected due to depression. And I just want us to start paying more attention to it and realize the seriousness in depression. So if you can, you guys, tell someone that you know who suffers from depression that you love them, you're there for them. There's always a shoulder for them to cry on. They can always talk to you whenever the time is right. If they don't want to talk, don't force it. Let them come to you on their own time, but let them know that you're there. You don't know how many lives you can save. Good night, y'all.